What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and some of you might remember it was actually about a year ago at this point. Man, time flies. But you might remember that there was a tragic shooting on a movie set, the movie set of a movie called Rust. And the person holding the gun was no other than famous actor Alec Baldwin. Now, after that incident happened, there has been countless online debates, a lot of discussion. We have Alec Baldwin talking himself in circles. He claimed that he didn't even pull the trigger. But if you know how firearms work, then you know, I'm pretty sure someone pulled the trigger. Well, it was revealed that he actually did pull the trigger. There's just been a lot of stuff going on around this, but I was feeling like no one would ever really be charged. And it's one of those cases where you're kind of like, well, I know everyone else has their different opinions about what should happen here, but it's one of those weird cases where it's like, or you at least think that he didn't do this on purpose. And it's a tragic accident, yet at the same time, someone has to be held accountable because this is a movie set. And the prop pew-pews that are on movie sets should be safe, right? Well, as I looked into this case back when it originally happened, I did a couple of videos on it. I didn't dive all the way into it because it just turned into like a gigantic political debate. We have people on the right, they want Alec Baldwin held accountable, and it seems like people on the left feel the other way. And I just didn't want to get into all the political drama. At the end of the day, we have someone that lost their life, and we have someone that are multiple people who didn't do what they were supposed to do on set. And it caused someone to lose that life. Now, regardless of where you lean politically or how you feel about Alec Baldwin, what I want you all to realize is one thing. That if you did this, you sitting at home watching this video, if you accidentally did something like what Alec Baldwin did, you would already be in jail. There wouldn't be any questions asked. You wouldn't be sitting here a year after doing this, still free, acting as if nothing ever happened. No, your ass would have been locked up with the quickness, more than likely. I know if I did it, I'm out of there. I am out of there. People get arrested for way less. Well, here we are, like I said, almost a year away from this actual event happening, and now it has been revealed just today that Alec Baldwin may be facing charges after all. Now, Alec Baldwin literally just welcomed, I think, his 7th kid into the world, and now it appears that he may be getting charged with something. I don't want to say specifically what charges he would get, but let's just go ahead and see what's going on here. A New Mexico district attorney may charge Alec Baldwin in the Rust shooting. The New Mexico State District Attorney could file criminal charges against 4 people, including actor Alec Baldwin. In a recent letter to the state's finance board, Santa Fe District Attorney Mary Carmack Outwise said as many as 4 people could face criminal charges in connection with the accident last year that claimed the life of cinematographer Halna Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza. The letter, first reported by the Santa Fe New Mexican, indicated that her office is considering charges including homicide as well as gun violations against 4 individuals. One of the possible defendants is well-known movie actor Alec Baldwin. If charges are warranted, the Judicial District Attorney anticipates prosecuting up to 4 individuals. My expenses for the Rust case will begin immediately, and it will be costly. The emergency request for funding could not wait until the next legislative session because the evidence has just been returned and the state is ready to make charging decisions in the Rust case. Carmack Outwise requested $635,000 for what she described as potentially 4 separate jury trials and to hire a special investigator, a media spokesperson, and more experts. The state gave the district attorney's office $317,000 for the appointment of a special prosecutor to oversee the case, according to the state's official website. So, man, this is not looking good at all for Alec Baldwin. Okay? This looks to me like I'm not a professional. I'm not a lawyer. I don't work for law enforcement. We all know that I'm just some guy on YouTube, right? This is my opinion. Judging by what I see here, and judging by the research that I've done into this case, I think Alec Baldwin's going to get charged. I think that's the reason we're starting to see the ball start rolling. I think Alec Baldwin's going to get charged. I know that they got Alec Baldwin's cell phone, and I believe they just got back some information from that cell phone. Last month, a piece of key evidence was delivered to police. And that wasn't even his cell phone. So that was another piece of key evidence. So it turns out like it's been a slow process, but it's been going on behind the scenes. So I think they just got the results back from his cell phone and from some other piece of evidence, although we don't know what piece of evidence that is. And now they're like ready. From the way it's looking, they're like ready. We may be, I don't want to place a timetable on it because it's already been so long. But the way it looks, sometime within the next few weeks, maybe sooner. Maybe it will be later. You know, like I said, I'm not an expert and I don't know exactly what we're dealing with here. But from the way they're talking and from the way everything looks, it's all coming together and Alec Baldwin will be charged. Now, will he be charged with murder? Will he be charged with something else? I don't know. I don't know exactly what he will be charged with, but I believe that it's safe to say at this point, charges are indeed coming. Now, of course, it's Alec Baldwin. It's Hollywood. These people wiggle their ways out of stuff all the time, so that could happen as well. But how do you all feel about this? For me, it's like I am not part of this witch hunt that just wants to take down Alec Baldwin. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he says, but I mean, I don't care. I don't agree with a lot of stuff anyone says. That doesn't mean that I wish bad things upon them, but if they were so negligent on this movie set, then I feel like there should be some responsibility there. And then what really makes me feel like Alec Baldwin should be charged in this situation is the fact that I know for a fact, if it was a normal everyday person, we would be behind bars right now. And I really think that it's time that we hold these people in Hollywood, we hold these politicians, we hold these higher ups, these elites, to the same standards that we are being held to. It's like, I know he's an actor. Maybe he was in an episode of Saturday Night Live you liked. Maybe you remember him from some movie, and you might like the Baldwins. Cool. At the end of the day, just because he's an actor doesn't mean he gets a free pass to do whatever he wants to do. Now, of course, I do believe this was an accident. But people go to jail for accidents every single day. If this was a different situation and it wasn't Alec Baldwin, we wouldn't even be having to have this conversation. Charges would have already been filed. It would have been an open and shut case. But because it's Alec Baldwin, everything has stretched on for so long. You know, we got these conversations and debates being had. And I'm really curious to see what happens next. Is Alec Baldwin going to be charged? Will he somehow walk away scot-free? From the way it's looking right now, they are coming for Alec Baldwin. So get ready. If they do, that is a trial that I would be interested in covering. But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.